Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love.
So, hi and welcoming you all to a new tournament, a pretty different one because we are going towards a WoW tournament today. So, this is WoW Premier League, which is hosted by GG. So, we'll give the title as GG WoW Premier League. So, we are gonna have a pretty much of a whole tournament today. We are seeing two qualifiers and an elimination round, and at the end we're gonna see a grand final as well. So in that case, let's see. We are gonna move towards the first match in a few moments. So there's GG Reborn and and another team of GG who's gonna compete in the match. So nevertheless, we are gonna see around 30 rounds. So there's gonna be a lot of rounds, and from those rounds, there's gonna be a winner, and that winner will get the chance to move on towards the elimination rounds and towards the grand final. So let's see. The first match has happened between. I think the first match started between the teams GG Reborn and GG 2D. So it's the first match, the qualifier one of this GG Wow Premier League. So let's see. Still, the players are holding their compounds. They are already inside of the zone. We can see the GG Reborn players have split out a 2v2, and some of their players are actually pretty distant from themselves. They are holding their nerves. They are actually using some of their utilities, and we can see the GG2D players are also trying to get the first blow, the first knockdown as well. We can see that GG Oscar is holding the position here, and Taka and another GG2D player also on top. I think it is Shan, and Shan is going to try to take the angle to find the player. And we can see several utilities coming towards the side of Shan. Shan is really low in HP, but Shan eventually does not get knocked. But however, there's so much of pressurizing situations which is happening here, so we'll see who's gonna get knocked at first. So the first knock is gonna be a disadvantage, and just like that, GG Takadori takes the knockdown towards the side of their team, knocking Ilahi out, and Ilahi is bleeding at the moment, and GG Reborn is at a disadvantage here in the first round. So Dax getting some shots and knocking down another player of 2D, and Takadori gets the elimination, but Takadori also gets another knockdown, but Takadori gets knocked down in the process, and just like that, the first round goes to the side of GG2D officials. Well played, GG Takadori securing 2 eliminations with Dax with 2 eliminations. So we can see Rostock, the second round goes to an area in Rostock where the teams are split as the hill and of the compound side. So we can see the GG Reborn team has been split up actually, and the GG2D team also split up in the mountains. And I do think that the 2D team has a pretty much of a good view regarding the GG Reborn players. So Shandori, who's having uh, a bit of a view regarding the players of GG2D by climbing the tower here. So that Shanduri is waiting there until two of his teammates go down to the compounds which are nearby to them. So let's see who will actually take this round to their name. So already GG2D succeeded in getting one round win to their name. So who will get the round win for this round? So let's see who will be the first blow actually. I can see that GG Shanturi carrying an EWM and also Daxudi also trying to aim at a player of GG Reborn here. It's Ilahi who's also carrying the AWM, but doesn't try to actually take a knock here. I think Ilahi has noticed about the presence of Dax, and Ilahi is actually scoping here. Ilahi gets a bit of damage to himself in the process. So we can see that Oscar is moving on to the side of GG Envy, taking the risk with Taka 2D here. I think it's pretty much of a motivation for them to win the first round, and I think they are trying to carry the momentum and win the second round as well. But however, GG Reborn needs to make something magical here, so they can actually give the pressure towards the side of GG2D officials and equalize their points. One round win for them and one round win for 2D. So what kind of a game then? I think Ilahi is knocked actually. Ilahi got knocked by the hands of Oscar or a player. I think Shan 2D is getting shots again as well. Will Shan 2D get knocked? I think he came to cover. So there's no chance of a player coming towards the side of Ilahi to take the revive. GG Oscar 2D is coming for the push here. Tommy 2D is firing some shots towards the side of Oscar, and Oscar gets nearly knocked. Oscar is in HP, and Tommy 2D is getting shots from the side of GG 2D. Shana, I think. And from that perspective, there's only one player standing. Another player, I think, Mr. IGL also got knocked in the process, and just like that, YD2D goes back to lobby as well. That's consecutive 2 wins towards the side of GG2D officials. They are actually running the game here. So let's see. This is the third round of the qualifiers one, ladies and gentlemen. So who will win this? Already, GG Duri is having a good start here. They have 2 wins to their name, so they are carrying the momentum towards the second game as well. I think they are also going to carry that momentum to the third game. So we have the third game here. So we can see it's a fight in the school apartments. There's 3 players in the second main building and 1 player who's on the other building. And let's see that GG Oscar is the player who's gonna be the end factor here. Oscar is the person who's gonna take a knockdown, and he's taking the risk like with a good amount of confidence. And we get a chance to cooking a grenade and throwing the grenade, but I don't think the grenade will actually connect towards the player. I think it was Tommy 2D in that building. So Tommy Turin didn't take any damage from that grenade. So we can see the GG Reborn players trying to get a knockdown of the 2D players. They are cooking, they are trying to use their utilities. But however, in a WoW tournament like this, the first blow is very important. So if one person gets knocked, it's a total disadvantage towards him because it's a 4v4 fight here. There's no manpower disadvantages at the first, and just like that, Eli gets knocked down. The first blow goes, and now it's the situational advantage towards the side of GG2D. So what will 2D do? Will they go for the push? Tommy 2D is also half on HP, and I don't think the 2D players are actually gonna make the move here because both of them are in the zone actually. GG Oscar having a good view regarding 3 players who is downside of his apartment. So let's see Tommy 2D trying to put some grenades and get the knockdown of the players on top of the apartment of his teammates. So YD2D holding the third floor position, and YD2D is throwing a Molotov, and he just expect someone to actually get knocked, but however that won't be the scenery here. But Mr. IGL also gets knocked down again, so another player of GG2D Reborn gets knocked down, and Tommy Turi just like that gets knocked down, and it's two players down. But however, one revive came towards that of GG Reborn, so it's a 3v4 fight, and Taka 2D in the process gets knocked down and flushed by the players of Reborn. So Reborn has one player down. It's a proper 3v3 fight. So it's either 2D or it's either Reborn at the moment. But however, the zone is closing in. So it's drama here. One player gets knocked down, and YD 2D is jumping here and there and trying to get the knockdown. But however, in the process, he also gets eliminated. And just like that, the third round win goes to the side of GG2D. Again, consecutively, it's a 3-round win towards the side of GG2D officials. So let's move on to the fourth round in a few minutes and see who's going to win the fourth round. So already GG2D is carrying the momentum there. And we saw that the way they have patience and the way they are holding, the way they are making decisions, especially 2D, is the reason I think they are actually able to manage these small area fights successfully, because we saw how they didn't push even when they got their first knock or their second knock. They waited for their chance. They knew the enemy team had to come out of the apartment towards the zone. So just like that, they eliminate GG Reborn in the third round as well, beautifully, with a bit of what we say as IQ. So, nevertheless, we are gonna move towards the fourth round in a few minutes. Well, let's see. So, in a few seconds, I hope we will move in a few seconds, and let's see the drama happening in the fourth round as well. And again, we actually want to remind all of the people who are watching this, if you enjoy and if you are feeling some sort of entertainment, just like and subscribe. So it's a pretty much of motivation for us. We can see that Gigi Shantu taking some shots towards the side of Gigi Reborn, but however, the win goes to the side of GG Reborn, so they break the momentum of GG2D officials. So will that round be the round that they actually break down the momentum of GG2D and give a proper comeback towards their side? What will the GG Reborn side do? So they have a chance. It is almost around more than 8 rounds left in this qualifiers one. But we can see that some of the players are trying to use their utilities. We can see that Dax is on the top of the compound, and he's holding a good position and trying to give some information to his teammates, and he's also trying to give some cover fires. He's actually ready for that. Dax is marking some compounds and predicting where the enemies are, and I think Oscar, as risk-taking player here, he's trying to scout out the compound, and he's trying to get a knockdown towards the side of his team. And let's see, will actually Trudy get this round's win as well? So we can see that Eli getting knocked down, and this is a pretty much a disadvantage towards the side of GG2D. So I think they are actually able to take the risk because Tommy 2D is actually near them. So, but however, GG Shan 2D is cooking a grenade, but how will he throw the grenade to this side? But nearly, if the grenade had gone a bit more, I do think it was able to do damage towards the side of Tommy 2D and Ilahi, but successfully Ilahi gets revived, and Shan 2D is again cooking a grenade, and he cancels it. So this is the patience that the 2D players are having. They are holding some good positions and trying to actually minimize the area that the GG Reborn players can hold on to. So that's their plan, I think, because if in a small area like this, if you can trap several number of players like a team, so it's going to be pretty much a disadvantage, because an advantage, because if in some point at some point of the match there's going to be an opening for you to take some knockdowns. And but however, a player from GG2D gets knocked down, and I think it's Chan 2D who's knocked down here. We can see that Eli getting some shots fires towards the side of Dax, and Dax gets knocked down at the process. So there's two players down towards the side of GG2D, but Taka is going for the revive here, and GG Oscar 2D getting a knockdown of a player of GG Envy. Another player also get knocked down. So it's two players standing, but easily Ilahi will get revived at the moment, and it's a proper 3v3 fight now. So who will actually secure the win of this round? Mr. IJ gets knocked down, and GGYD2D is trying to get the knockdown of Taka, but that effort wasn't successful as much as he wanted and as he expected. But Eli gets knocked down from a beautiful grenade from the side of GG2D. YD2D is trying to get the knockdown of Dax. Dax is low HP, and Oscar is coming for the help of Dax. And Oscar, just like that, wipes them down, and Oscar with a beautiful 1v3 just eliminates the players of Reborn from the match. So the fifth match's win goes to the side of GG2D officials. So GG2D officials have so if you see the difference, it's a 3-point gap. So they have a 3-round gap from the side of GG Reborn. They have only won one round. So GG Reborn needs to catch up as fast as they can. So it's right happening in Georgopol. So in the so we can see that GG Shan 2D getting some shot fires, and already several number of players are knocked down from both of the teams. Saka 2D is also knocked down. Oscar 2D is also knocked down. Shan 2D is coming for the push. Will Shan 2D get the push? But however, Eli beautifully gets the DPS shot fires towards Shan 2D. Will Eli confirm the kill? Eli is the last one standing towards the side of GG Reborn. So the players of, I think it's the last player of GG 2D. So it's the last player of GG2D. So Ilahi is able to. Actually, sorry, it was some connection issues in the last round we saw. So, but however, we are back. So I'm actually very sorry for the inconvenience. So nevertheless, we are going for the other round. So we'll see about this round who will take this round's win. So which team will try to get some points to their name. So we can see the players of GG Reborn splitting up and trying to make a difference in this round as well. ඕනෑ මේ වගේ කනෙක්ෂන් යකුට එනකොට. So we have connection issues. Nevertheless, about this round, it's a fight happening in a mini Georgia Pool city. So we can see some Molotov cocktails coming from the side of Eli. So I think GG Reborn players are having some momentum here. So the players of 2D, there's two players of 2D actually separated from these compounds. So there's a player who's getting burned down. I think it's IGL, Mr. IGL says so. GG Shanturi is also getting burned in the process. So who will actually take the win from this match? We can see 2D players has split out a 2v2 here, and also same goes towards the side of the GG Reborn players as well. We can see Tommy Turi is proning down in the roof of this compound. So what kind of a gameplay will Tommy Turi do? So it's like PUBG Mobile is full with unexpectation. So let's see what kind of gameplay will the players of GG Reborn or the players of GG Turi will give to us. So there are continuous Molotov cocktails and grenades coming towards the side of Mr. IGL. So GG Oscar is on the run actually. So GG Dax spots Ilahi, and Ilahi is also taking shot fires, and just like that, beautifully with the beautiful reflex shot fire, Ilahi gets the knockdown of Dax. So that's a pretty much of a motivation booster. But however, YD2D gets knocked down from a player of GG2D. So Tommy 2D is also very low on HP. It's only 3 players standing towards the side of GG Reborn here. But however, 2D officials are having the disadvantage of manpower, and Eli is continuously putting Molotov and trying to get the knockdown of Shan. And Shan is also not giving up actually. He's trying to, and I think Shan is also putting a grenade towards the side of Ilahi. Will Ilahi got knocked down? Ilahi is nearly getting knocked down, about Shan just like that pre-fires and just takes the win towards GG2D official side. And just like that, they have 6 wins towards their name GG2D officials. So GG, well done. We can see players are rotating, and Ilahi, while rotating, gets knocked down by the players of GG2D, and Mr. IGL is spraying at the players of GG2D, and the Jax gets knocked down again. Oscar also gets knocked down. Will Mr. IGL get another knockdown? He gets another knockdown. So it's already 3 players down towards the side of GG2D officials. So it's only 1 player standing. Taka gets shot fires by the hands of YT2D. Taka is running to catch his teammate and trying to take the game towards his side. Will Taka be able to at least get one person revived? So what will Taka and the teammate who's actually currently getting revived will do? Taka gets knocked down in the process. The player who got revived went inside, and the players of GG Reborn has pushed him, and just like that, Reborn gets the winners. They get the win of that particular round. So we are on to another round. So this is happening in Lipoka. Let's see who's gonna take this round's win, or who's gonna lose. This already a player, I think it's Ila who has gotten knocked down. Ila is actually getting knocked down today a lot, and we saw it in the other matches as well. But however, I think Eli got revived in most cases, and Eli contributed very well in the last few rounds as well. So there's Oscar knocked down, and Tommy Doody in the process gets knocked down as well, and he gets confirmed as a kill. And another player of GG Reborn is now also knocked down, and the round ends just like that. 2D officials are totally dominating the qualifier one. We are on to 10 rounds, and we are going for the 11th round. It's already the what we say as the lead is coming towards the side of GG2D. If they win this, so I do think that already they have won it actually, because you have to win 7 in order to become the winner. But however, we can see Mr. IGL getting knocked down in the process. So he's gonna be the first blow of this match. Mr. IGL getting confirmed as a kill. Let's see, Tommy Dory also taking some umpire shots towards the side of Dax, and Dax get knocked down. What a beautiful jiggle that was. And will Dax get confirmed as a kill? Sean Dory is trying to help out Dax, and Tommy Dory again gets a beautiful 1v2 towards the side of Gigi Dory. So it's only Taka left here. Taka also knocked down, and sorry, it's Oscar also is surviving. So Oscar is hiding behind the box, and will Oscar be able to do something? I think YD2D is cooking a grenade towards the other side. YD2D doesn't realize that Oscar is here. So YD2D is coming for the push. Oscar gets the knockdown of YD2D. So will Oscar be able to get the knockdowns of the other players as well who are surviving? So I think there's only two players surviving. If there's Tommy coming for the push here, Tommy gets knocked down by the hands of GG to Oscar 2D. So Oscar is able to handle a 1v2. It's a 1v3 now. Will Oscar get the Oscar gets the 1v3? So just like that, GG, well played. It's a 1v4 by Oscar. I thought it was a 1v3, but Oscar completing a 1v4 just carries his teammates and gets the victory just like that. So we are on to the 12th round here. So let's see who's going to be the winner on this round. So already we can see that GG2D officials having the domination. Ilahi gets knocked down. Tommy 2D, oh sorry, Mr. IGL and Tommy 2D knocked down. It's only Ilahi, but however, Sean 2D is knocked down here, and YD Ilahi also knocked down. It's just up to YD2D to do the talking. So let's see what will YD2D do. YD2D was heavily damaged, and just like that, Tax just gets the knockdown and it eliminates the players of GG Reborn from this round as well. So we are on to the last round. It's a fan fight. So two players has gotten onto the two seat, and they are trying to go for the ran through. So this is gonna be fun actually. One is going inside the one is going to ride the bicycle as well. So two of the players are actually inside the shack as well. So there are nades as well and Molotov cocktails. So one Molly is coming towards the side of GG Reborn players. Will Tommy get knocked down by the Molly? And Sean too, just like that, eliminates a player from his grenade, and it's only Mr. IGL who's left. He's actually riding his bicycle. He's having some sort of fun actually. So they are trying to eliminate him from this round as well. Will he get burned? And he gets burned from that. Will he? But I don't think that burning will be enough to eliminate him totally. So he's having the vehicle here. He's trying to move around, and he's trying to knock down, and he's able to get the knockdown. There's only two players standing towards that GG2. Will he get another knockdown? He gets another knockdown towards his opponent's side. So it's a 1v1. It's Oscar and it's just Mr. IGL. So what will they do? So it's Oscar who's on the vehicle as well. It's Mr. IGL and Oscar. So this is going to be a long fight because I don't think neither of them will actually exit the vehicle and try to take the fight. Takadori is just enjoying the view. He's trying to see what will his teammate do or the enemy do. So already GG2 has secured a lot of wins from this qualifier run. So I do think they are very happy about their performance in the qualifiers one. So it's a pan fight happening between these two. So Oscar Tuti just eliminates the opponent from his pan. So just like that, Oscar Tuti having two elimination, Taka two elimination. So we are coming towards the end, I think, of the first match of this GG Wow Premier League, and we can see that successfully GG2D officials becomes the winner of the first qualifier round. So GG well played, GG2D officials, and we are hoping to see you in the other rounds, the upcoming rounds. And GG well played towards the side of GG Reborn. You gave a good fight as well. So let's see what are the things we are going to actually see in the other rounds as well. So in order for us to see that, we are going for a quick break and we'll meet you on the other round. So thank you.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you?
So we are actually back with the elimination round, I think. So let's see. We are gonna see some teams who are gonna be competing in the elimination round here. So let's see who are gonna be the teams actually. So I do think the two teams are GGBB the Shield versus GGLBG XCE. So let's see what kind of an entertainment will they give us. So let's straight go on towards the matches, so we can see that L- GGLVG Carnage, so representing so their name, and we can see that player star X triple R action, and maybe who are the players which are representing GGLVG Carnage today. And we can see GGBB the Shield, there's Slayer, Mono, Code, and Jonathan who are representing GGBB the Shield. So who will actually take the first round win? So if the first blow goes, it's disadvantage and an advantage towards the opponent. So just like that, maybe gets the knockdown of Goat here. So maybe it's throwing a Molotov. So will the Molotov collect and get the confirmation of the kill? So just like that, the Molotov beautifully connects and maybe is able to get the confirmation. So already the LVG Carnage side has an advantage in manpower. So will they use it to the fullest? Already Mono is actually very low on HP. So if he gets a grenade to his side, he will actually get knocked, but I think he's able to get a first hit kit onto his side, and they have actually changed their position just beautifully, and GG Jonathan gets the knockdown of Star, and again maybe gets the process of covering, gets knocked down in the process of covering Star, and GG Jonathan is handling his M762 beautifully. So we can see the I think it was Slayer who got knocked down, and Slayer gets the revive, and beautifully Jonathan gets another knockdown towards the side of his team, and Jonathan is actually getting burned. Will he get knocked down from the flames? Another revival is happening from the side of LVG Carnage, so it's only two players standing towards the side of LVG Carnage. Maybe an action, so it's up to them to handle the fight, but maybe gets knocked down by Mono, so it's only action who's surviving. But just like that, they go back to lobby. So the first round win goes to the side of GGBBX BB the Shield. So well played, guys. Now we're on to the second match. So they are trying to get on to cards actually. So we have some snow deers who are here. So we can see that goat is moving from the snow deer trying to get a good position. So it is actually the same type of rounds we saw in the other match as well. So in the other qualifiers one. So let's see, is the Roxas area again. So already GG Khan is having a decent position in the match, and we can see a bit of a long rotation coming from the side of a player of GG GGBB, the shield. I think the rotation came out from the side of Goat. So we can see Mono and Slayer is holding the compounds, and X Triple R getting a shot from the side of Jonathan, but Jonathan is actually not able to take the knockdown. So we can see that Slayer trying to give some information, trying to check with it, and I think Slayer spots maybe, but Slayer is trying to get the knockdown of maybe, but isn't able to connect the shot, AWM shot towards the side of maybe. So we can see still Goat is actually patiently waiting until his movement opens up, his chance opens up to him. So we can see Mono also taking the chance towards the side of the place where Goat is there, and I think Mono is moving up to the squad house trying to get a better view regarding the players of LVG. So maybe actually needs to be very careful, just like that when I was gonna say it, maybe gets knocked down by a beautiful AWM shot by Slayer. So we can see GG Mono Slayer is also knocked down in the process, but maybe is also knocked down, and the two players of GG BB the shield. So one player is going for the race of Slayer. I think so. It's up to Mono to handle the fight here. Slayer will eventually be revived, and we can see that Mono is coming for the confirmation. So I don't think Mono has realized that there has no one has actually come to take the revive of maybe he's trying to crawl down and come towards the side of action, but action is also going to back down and change his position and trying to take a knockdown. So if a knockdown comes from the side of Luigi Carnage, so it will be a pretty much of an advantage for them to actually move on in the game and try to take the other players down as well. So a game-changing spray or a game-changing fight, a 1v1 should happen for each team. So it's a 3v2 fight here because maybe he's already knocked out. I think maybe he's bleeding out. So the zone is closing in. So the BB players need to go move inside of the zone, and also the LVG players need to move. I do think that the LVG players are actually inside of the zone. They have a proper cover as well. But Mono is holding a good position here, so Mono will be able to get a knockdown off an LPG player, but nearly Mono gets the knockdown, but Mono is getting high damage from the zone. Mono is half health actually, so Mono will be able to take a first aid kit to his name. So Star is actually low on HP. Mono needs to connect the shots with Star. So will Mono be able to get the knockdown? But Star gets knocked down, but Slayer beautifully gets the knockdown of the last player. I think so. Just like that. Was it Slayer or the play zone? But however, the the win of that particular round goes towards the side of GGBB the shield. So well played GGBB the shield. So let's see, is the apartment side again? So who will actually win the apartment? So we can see that we also saw that the players of GG Reborn and 2D Official were actually holding their nerves when it comes to fight, which happened in the apartment, school apartment. Especially, we can see that Jonathan already knocked down from the side of GGBB, the shield. So it's one man down towards the side of GGBB. So we can see that maybe trying to come for the push. So maybe he's able to connect some devious shots towards the side of Good. So God is actually 10 HP here. So maybe he's cooking a grenade. So we'll maybe able to connect the grenade beautifully. So just like that, maybe connects the grenade beautifully towards the his teammates side, his opponent side actually. And already two players of GGBB the shield down on this round, and it's only two players standing for the side of GGBB the shield. It's a 2v4 fight here. GG maybe gets knocked down by Mono with a beautiful M416 spray, and Mono is actually on form here. Mono is cooking a grenade as well. Will he get another knockdown? But he nearly gets another knockdown as well, because X triple R is just nearly 30% of HP there. But however, X triple R is coming for the push of Mono, I think. So just like that, Mono gets eliminated. So the win come towards the side of GGLVG from that match. So let's see, it's the fight happening in Pochinki. So we can see several players are trying to change their positions or take a flank towards the left side. I think from their perspective, it's the right side. So we can see that Mono is actually different from his teammates and trying to surprise the enemy and get a knockdown and a confirmation. We can see the players are already on the rooftop. So if it's Pochinki, we have to be careful about the rooftop, especially. So there are many monkeys here, many players who are gonna try to camp off the rooftops and get a better view of his opponent's side. You can see Triple X and Star holding their positions here. Already the BB players are up on the roofs, and one player is actually distant from them. And beautifully, actually, I do think BB GG the Shield is having good much of a position with the four teammates and action getting knocked down by Code with a beautiful 4x spray. So well played, Code. So, but maybe he's able to get revived from his teammate, because one of his teammates were actually on the roof, and GG Star and Triple XR, these actually on the ground level, and they are actually holding position. They are not trying to make any unnecessary movements and letting maybe an action take the sprays and get the knockdowns until they hold their positions. And we can see that Mono has actually gone way in front of his teammates, and Mono has rotated a bit, so maybe getting a lot of damage from the side of my net. I'm sorry, it was Mono, I think. So however, Mono wasn't able to take the knockdown of maybe, but we can see that Slayer already getting burned by the Molotov cocktail of an opponent player. So it's already quiet. There's not much of drama happening, not much of fights happening, or 1v1s being taken from both of these teams. So both of these teams are trying to calm themselves down and not make any dumb move to actually give the match towards their opponent's side. So they are not letting each one of them win it. So we can see that maybe he's going for the push here, maybe get some damage towards the side of Mono, but some of the bullets actually didn't connect towards Mono. Mono is trying to do a grenade as well, but Mono is getting a good cover fire, and Jonathan is also putting a grenade here. The grenade is coming for the side of GG, and the grenade actually connects well, but there wasn't any much of a damage, a big damage that happened towards the side of GG LBG Carnage. So nevertheless, we can see that they are trying to push with the smokes here. Will Action realize that there's a player, there's Mono here? So Action puts a grenade. Will the grenade does some damage, but Action is also low on HP, but Mono gets the knockdown of Action, and Star also gets knocked down, and just like that, GG with shield. just ends the hopes of GG LVG Carnage and GG BB the Shield having a 2 lead gap in this elimination round. So in the GG Wow Premier League, so already we are actually seeing some entertainment here. It's already the elimination round. So we have 2 rounds happening, the qualifiers 2 and GG, the grand final, the grand finale. So we are gonna go to those in a few minutes after these elimination round and qualifiers. And let's see the other round. So the fight is happening in Yashna Poliana. So some of the utilities are being used by the hands of GG maybe. So maybe he's actually jumping down and trying to go for the push here. Will maybe able to get the knockdown. Almost he gets the knockdown, and Mono is cooking a grenade. Will Mono be able to get the knockdown? Of maybe Mono is running for his life, and maybe he's just pushing him, and just like that, both of them get burned in the process. But however, just like that, in a few minutes with triple RX getting a 1v3 towards his team side, just wipes down the players of GG BB the Shield. So it's a 1 lead gap towards the side of BB the Shield. So who will actually win this round? So maybe is having a bit much of fame for regarding the player who's in the tower, but maybe doesn't realize there's a player on the warehouse as well. So maybe gets knocked down by the player of the warehouse. So there's Goat getting some shot fires from his opponent's side. So who will be the next victim? It's already maybe who has become the victim here. So will the revive come from the side of maybe? So maybe he's getting revived. Jonathan is coming for the rotation here, but Jonathan gets heavily damaged from the hands of Action. So will Action connect a beautiful grenade to a player who's very far away. So miracles can happen. So nevertheless, there's not much of players who are actually pushing here. So we can see that Mono is trying to hold this higher position and trying to give an advantage towards his teammate side. So two of his teammates, I think Jonathan and Goat, who's left here. So they are holding their nerves, and we can see that maybe knocked down in the process. So I do think GGBB, the Shield, is going for the push at the moment. They are trying to cook a grenade, and Jonathan is going for the push intensively. So we can see players are cooking some grenades, and the grenade actually connects towards the side of Jonathan, and both of the players, both is also very low on HP, and just like that, Mono confirms another kill, and it's only Action, I think, which is surviving. So Action is running for his life, and Action is just 10 HP. So just like that, Action goes back to lobby by the hands of the players of GG BB the Shield. So the lead cap just increases by 1 by the win of GGB with the Shield in the last round. So we are on to the other round. So this is happening on Novo. So who will actually secure the win in this match? So let's see. We can see that GG Code actually pretty much walking front of the players, and we can see that X and Triple R77 is already straight up in front of the boat, but a few meters we can see that boat actually seeing maybe is heavily damaged here. So will go sees another player, but is not able to get the knockdown. But X Triple R, I think Jonathan gets knocked down in the process while Goat was firing. So GG Slayer is cooking a grenade and trying to get a knockdown as well. And Mono is successfully able to get the knockdown of Action, and Action got confirmed, I think. So it's only one player left to that side. Maybe gets knocked down as well from the hands of Mono, I think. And sorry, it was Slayer. So beautifully Slayer completes a 1v1 with the other player, and Goat gets knocked down from the damage of the grenade and the shot fires of the player. I think it was Star. So nevertheless, we can see the X Triple R is having grenade down. Mono is very low in HP. Mono gets the other shots from the left hand side of the base. It's only Slayer who's left, and Slayer has to complete 1v3 or 1v2 to actually get the win. I think it's a 1v2. It's Star and X Triple R who Slayer has to fight. So Star is coming for the push here. Slayer is cooking a grenade towards the side of Star. So, but however, X Triple 77 putting a beautiful grenade, a well placed grenade towards the side of Slayer, and Slayer just gets eliminated. So the win goes to the side of GG. So again, the lead gap is changing from round to round, so it's a very intense match between the two teams. So let's see who's gonna take this round's win. So the GGBB players who are actually in front, so they are on the compound. So already one player is on the rooftop. Sorry, two players are actually on the rooftop, I think. So it's Jonathan and Good, and you can see that Gisley and Mono is actually backed off and is on the uh, what this as blue building and the red building which is behind of the players who are on the roof. And we can see that Mono trying to get a rotation, and Mono just in the process was gonna get knocked, but however Mono is able to survive. Luckily, that was pure luck, man. So easily he could have gotten knocked, and the player who sprayed at him actually was able to get 90% of the damage actually. So it was Mono's luck actually. So I think Jonathan has spotted maybe. So will he be able to get the knockdown of maybe? I don't think maybe has realized that Jonathan is here. So will Jonathan get the knockdown of maybe? Let's see what will maybe do. Will maybe go for the, but just like that, maybe try to go for the knockdown, but Jonathan was having a good sense of eye at maybe, and just like that, maybe gets knocked down. Will Action go for the revive? So Action going for the revive here is a very risky situation here, as Action gets some shot fires towards the side of Jonathan, but however, I don't think that Action is able to get the revive at the moment, so they are very split up. And two of the players, I think, just like the X Triple R and 77 gets knocked down, but the Star is able to take the revive successfully. So the players of GG BB the Shield won't go for the push directly because there's Action who's watching. So in the process, if Action gets knocked, it's a total disadvantage towards the side of GG Carnage. So it's a 3v4 situation happening here. A Molotov cocktail gets thrown towards the side of Goat. Goat gets a bit of damage, but Goat is able to back down. But Slayer gets knocked down in the process, so by Action. So Action spots another layer, Mono. So Mono is cooking a grenade actually. So Action is also cooking a grenade, and I think Action will throw it towards the side of Mono. And Star is also cooking a grenade, and the grenade doesn't connect in both ends. And Goat was also spotted, and a grenade came to his side as well. The zone is closing in, so now's the time we are gonna see some drama. Smokes are coming in, so we can see there's Jonathan closing it. The players of GG, LBG also closing it. It's gonna be Star who's gonna be near the brick wall, and GG Action jumping down from the apartment. We can see that Jonathan has been spotted. Goat has to give the ADS cover fire towards the side of Jonathan. So Jonathan has to take the 1v1. Jonathan beautifully takes a 1v2 situation here, and will Jonathan be able to take a 1v3? But Jonathan gets confirmed at the process, so it's gonna be Mono who's gonna throw a grenade. But just like that, they don't need Mono to do that because Code does the job. So just like that, there's a 5 wins already towards the side of GGP with the Shield, so they are rocking this elimination round. And let's see, just like that, we're gonna see another knockdown happening. And just like expected, there was a spray coming from the side of GG but however in the process, Star gets knocked down and eliminated. And we can see Jonathan, who was sprawling down, takes some shot fires towards X Triple R, and another player of GG gets knocked down and confirmed. It's only two players standing towards the side of GG. So it's Action who's gonna try to have a fight here with the players, but Action gets locked inside the process. It's only one player standing. So Slayer gets knocked down and confirmed with only X triple R here. So he's also low on HP. He's able to take a medikit to his side and heal himself up. He's actually 100% HP and is coming for the push. Jonathan was really low on HP. He had around 40% of HP here, but beautifully with the pre-fire, he gets the knockdown of the player of LEG Carnage. So again, GGB with Shield is able to secure the win on that elimination round as well. So let's see. We are going for the next round. It actually secured the next round win here, but however, still LVT Carnage has the potential to get a game-changing match round onto their name. So there's still hope, there's still chance for them to actually win this elimination round, so they need to take it as soon as possible. We can see that Jonathan getting some heavy shot fires. He's knocked down and he's up to 0.5%, not sorry, 5% HP here, so not 0.5%. It wasn't that low. We can see that Jonathan putting some smoke just to retrieve from his position, and we can see X Triple are having a decent whip on him, but he connects shots to another player, but in the process Jonathan gets knocked down. But I do think that Jonathan is able to be revived, and there's God and Mono who's left for the team of GG BB the shield, and Mono is trying to rotate and get the revive of Jonathan. So let's see. Action is also holding his nerve, holding his position, and Action is throwing some utilities, and we can already see that Jonathan is getting revived, and Mono getting some shot fires towards his side. Still, there's 26 seconds left. There's no much of drama happening here. So we can see that Jonathan is just firing at trees at this time. I don't know what he's doing, but nevertheless, let's go on. He's putting some smokes as well. So it's a proper 3v3. Sorry, it's a 3v4 fight here. So Slayer is putting some grenades. Will Slayer get knocked in the process? So just like that, Slayer gets knocked down in the process and gets confirmed, and it's a 2v4 situation. But when I mentioned that it converted into a 1v4 situation here, we can see that X Triple are coming for the push here. He's trying to put some grenades and utilities, but however, when he was going to do that, there was another player, I think, who got the confirmation of the last player. So just like that, the victory comes towards the side of LVG Carnage. So will we be able to see a comeback from the side of LVG Carnage? So let's see. There are some utilities like grenades and molotovs coming from the hands of LVG Carnage towards the side of BB the shield. So those players are actually backed off, and they are having their own unique positions and having some good angles from their sides. So we can see that Jonathan having a good position behind the car, and he's holding the position, trying to give surprise attack. We can see that Slayer also getting a rotation, and I think Slayer will be able to spot out maybe in a few seconds or so. So there's already 1 minute left for the zone to actually close in. So let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what's gonna happen. We are already having the chance to see some immense fights in these rounds. So we are still on the elimination round. We have one more round to go before the grand finale. So who will be the teams who are going to be competing on grand finale? So we can see that maybe we'll maybe able to connect the grenade beautifully. Maybe it gets the knockdown from the grenade, but how the in process we can see that Star also knocked down, maybe getting some grenades to her side, and maybe gets a lot of damage too. So there's 2 players knocked down towards the side of LVG Carnage, and 1 player knocked down from the side of BB the Shield. But it's a proper 2v2 fight here, because Mono is coming for the push here. Will Mono get able to get the knockdown? But beautifully with the beautiful pre-fire from Action, Mono gets knocked down. So it's a proper 2 situation, and I do think that maybe he's able to take the revive of the teammates, and Slayer is coming for the push. I think there is some information coming from his teammate side, so will Slayer be able to get the knockdown? So Slayer is getting some shot fires, so but however when he was going to change his weapon, Slayer gets knocked down. So you can see that GG Jonathan BB the Shield, the player of BB the Shield, cooking a grenade with the grenade connect. He gets a knockdown of one player, but just like that, X triple 77, so X triple R gets the confirmation of that player as well. So another victory goes towards the side of GG Garnet. Are they giving a comeback? So let's see what are they doing. So are they in form actually? So they are actually building up their momentum of this elimination. And so as I mentioned, there's still hope. There's still hope to their name, because we have the total 13 rounds here, so it's already so much of rounds down. So let's see who's going to take the win of this round. So if it becomes LVG Carnage, so it will be really hard for GGBB Shield to actually compete with LVG Carnage at the moment. So they're having a proper competition. So if there is competition, it's much more of an entertaining experience. So we want to see that from this team. So let's encourage these teams to give us an entertaining performance. So we can see that maybe holding that staircase there, we can see Mono is cooking a grenade. Mono is going to throw the grenade, but I don't think he is able to take any damage towards his opponent's side. Star is actually moving here and there in front of Mono and Goat. So Mono is cooking another grenade, and a Molotov is a utility was thrown towards the side of Mono when he was gonna come outside from the apartment, but however Mono realizes and didn't go. So that was actually Mono's IQ that was used and the games that was used. So GG. So if Mono had gone out there, but if that had happened, it's a disadvantage because that GG LVG Carnage. But however, Jonathan backing down because he realized that there are gonna be some of grenades coming towards his side if he stayed there, because it'll be an ease enough. So good thinking. But however, we can see that Goat is holding this position and is is much more of a hiding position to Goat. I think it's much more of a hiding scenario that Mono is implementing at the moment. Sorry, Goat is implementing at the moment. You see Jonathan also returning to that same position, and he realized again a nade is coming towards his side, and Jonathan is 40 HP. I think he gonna get knocked down, and maybe putting a Molotov cocktail towards the side of Jonathan. We can see that Mono getting some shot fires. Mono was actually able to get a lot of damage towards the LVG Carnage player's side, but however, neither of the teams are coming for the push. That's the case here. So we are gonna see a very long fight, I think. So there are some smokes happening because the teams have realized the zone is already closing in, so they have to go. We can see Jonathan has climbed this small wall, but I thought he was gonna prone and go on to the zone. But however, we can see X triple R already doing the thing that I said. He's proning and going, but a low toss grenade comes towards the side of X triple R, and X triple R gets knocked down. Maybe of LEG Carnage has a good view regarding the players and gets the knockdown of Slayer. Will maybe able to get another knockdown, so maybe he has the advantage, but maybe jumping down gets knocked down. So it's up to Star. Will Star be able to get the knockdown? But Star gets eliminated. So the win goes to the side of GG the Shield. So it's the last, I think. So we are on to the last round. It's the pan fight again. So who will confirm the win of this round actually? So we can see some drive-bys happening. So we can actually see some drive-bys happening from the players. Some of the players are actually trapped inside the shack, and we can see that maybe he's holding the pan, and a beautiful grenade came from the side, and we'll maybe able to confirm the kill. There's a monster truck, and the coup, I think, there's only two players standing towards the side of GGB with the shield. Is only Quote and Mono. They are already inside the vehicle, so if they are able to place a good grenade, they can actually easily take the two kills. So what will it be? I think Mono enters the vehicle of action. So this action realized that he was on the vehicle. So they are trying to block them out. So they are already out of zone. What a beautiful technique is used by Mono here. He's trying to make the player go out of zone, but however, action was out of zone, but until the zone started stringing, he didn't get any damage, but action realized that he's getting damage, so action tried to jump out of the vehicle, and action jumps out of the vehicle. Action comes out of the vehicle and tries to get the knockdown, but in the process, this the two players still surviving. So the runovers are still happening. We can see that action is cooking a grenade towards the side of Mono. Mono gets heavy damage from that grenade, but however, the confirmation or any knockdowns ain't happening yet. So it's gonna be a very long fight until something happens. We can see some vehicle fumble up happening. So one vehicle gets turned up, and did he just stole the car? Did just action stole the car of Goat? Oh boy, oh boy. So, nevertheless, we can see that Molotov cocktails, grenades are coming from their side. So, there's a runover happening too. So, will there be a runover? So, action just like that gets knocked down by the hands of the players of GGB with the shield. So, it's up to Star to take the victory here. So, Star is actually waiting here. The zone is shrinking in, so the players need to go and be fit on the zone. Star is nearly 1 HP, sorry, 10 HP. So Star needs to do something. So there's the pan fight coming in, but however, Star goes back to lobby just like that. So we saw some pretty sweaty fights coming, and we saw that GG LVG Carnage didn't have a proper starting, but however they were able to give an immense comeback. But however, the elimination round, the victory of the elimination round goes towards the side of GGB the Shield. So we can see that code confirming 12 elimination becomes the highest killer from the side of GGB the Shield. Meanwhile, we can see that X Triple R becoming the highest killer, the overall MVP of this WoW Showdown match elimination qualifier round. So we are going to see the qualifier 2 round in a few minutes. So we're actually going to take a break and catch you on the other qualifier second round. So thank you all for watching. So if you all are actually getting entertained and having fun and enjoying this live broadcast, we actually are, well, pretty much grateful if you are able to put a like and to share our live and to help us to grow this esports community. And there's always a purpose behind doing these such tournaments, and that's to show a growth and spread awareness about this certain industry. So nevertheless, we are going for a short break, and we are going to see you in the other round. So thank you.
Streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. Simon. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining.
So we are actually back with the second player of the match. So for the player of the match, we're going to see the losers of the qualifier 1 against the winners of the qualifier 2. Sorry, the winner of the elimination match we previously saw in the last match. So let's see what kind of a battle we are going to actually experience in this player of match. So the winner of the qualifier 2 or the playoffs is gonna straight go towards the grand final. So they are gonna compete against the winners of the qualifier 1. So nevertheless, we are gonna see some intense battle. So this is the chance that the players, the losers of the qualifier 1 is getting to actually it's like a second chance actually for them to. They lost the qualifiers 1, but however they are getting a second chance. So this is their time to shine, and it's the time to keep up the momentum for the players of the winners who won on the elimination round. So nevertheless, in a few minutes we are going to see the matches, and we are going for the rounds as well. So it's already the same map, and so I think it's the same map, and with 13 rounds. So we are gonna see teams competing for the grand final, the spot on the grand finals. Already a spot it's confirmed by, I think it was GG2, the official, who won the first qualifier. So their spot is confirmed on the grand final. So who will it be? Who will be the opponent for GG2, the official, on the from this playoff round? So we are gonna see that action in a few minutes. So stay tuned with us. So we can see the match format here. So sorry, matches format here of the Wow Premier League, the GG Wow Premier League. So as I mentioned, it was the first of the first qualifier round happened between GG2 official and GG Reborn, and the elimination round we saw the last match happened with the GGBB the Shield and GG LVG Carnage. So the winners of the qualifier one straight league goes towards the final, the grand finale. So their spot is coming. I think it was GG2 official. So nevertheless, I can't describe it more because we are already on to the matches. So we can see that the fight is gonna happen. So it's GG Reborn against GGBB the Shield actually. So let's see what kind of gameplay will both of these teams. So GG Reborn needs to shine here because it's their second chance on the round. So let's see what they are going to do. So nevertheless, you can see that most of the players are holding their positions. They are trying to use their utilities to the fullest and get some knockdowns as well. So we can see that they are trying to move on to the positions where they are gonna get nailed or mollied and get burned. So we can see that already Eli is cooking a grenade, and Eli has realized that Mono is there. Eli cooks the grenade and trying to get the knockdown of Mono, but Mono stays away from that position, and again Mono comes to that position, but Joe both gets the knockdown of Lizzie, and Tommy comes for the confirmation, and Tommy gets the confirmation, but however another player is knocked down and is able to take the revive as well. We can see that Jonathan cooking a grenade and putting to the side of this putting to the side of Venom. So who will actually get the win of this match? Another grenade coming from the side of Jonathan and gets knocked down. A player from GG Reborn gets knocked down. So GG Tommy 2D confirming the kill was that of the same player of the same team. So but nevertheless we can see that there's 3 players standing towards the side of GG Reborn here. So let's see what's gonna happen. So GGBB the Shield cooking Jonathan, I think it was Jonathan who was cooking a grenade, but clearly I think if they hadn't noticed the footsteps, I think Lissy was gonna get knocked down, but a grenade coming from the side of GG Jonathan, and it was Eli who got knocked down, and Eli gets confirmed as the elimination. It's a 2v2 proper fight here. So Slayer is trying to get some shot fires towards the side of his teammate, but however Mono gets knocked down. But just like that, the first round win goes to the side of GGBB the Shield. So well played GGBB the Shield. So we are on to the second round very quickly. So we can see the reindeer things are happening. The ride is happening from 2 players, so they are gonna get a decent position for themselves to hold on towards the match. I think This Venom is trying to get some information regarding the players he's coping with the AWM he's had in the AWM, and let's see what kind of a gameplay he will do. We can see that Tommy Doody is already gone on to a decent position there in front of actually inside of Drossok. So they are Tommy Doody is very distant, and we can see that Mono getting knocked down, and Tommy Doody is trying to confirm the kill of Mono, and Tommy Doody is closing in front towards the side of Mono. Will Tommy Doody get knocked down trying to confirm the kill? Tommy Doody almost gets knocked down. He got some headshots to himself, so we can see that Jonathan putting a grenade towards the side of Tommy Doody. This Tommy realized that Jonathan is there, so Jonathan was climbing the wall, but Tommy was trying to cook a grenade, and Jonathan took the advantage and decided to kill and confirm Jonathan as an elimination. But however, there was a player who was sneaking down behind the players of GGB with the shield. So will they able to see them? So there's Venom, who's on top of the mountain, and Venom gets some damage from Slayer. So Slayer is rocking with the AWM here. We saw that maybe getting knocked down by Slayer in the last WoW showdown as well in this match. So in this particular map area. So Slayer is trying to get the knockdown of Venom, and Venom is trying to peek and get the knockdown of Slayer. So the other players of GG won't recognize that Slayer is peeking here and get the knockdown. Will Eli see? That's my question. So Eli is coming for the push here, but he's changing his position at the moment. So we can see that in the process, Jonathan gets knocked down. So one player is down. It's 3 players standing towards the side of GGB with the shield. We can see that the push is coming from the side of the players of GG Reborn. So Lizzie gets knocked down actually. So nevertheless, there's one player down from the side of GG with the shield, and one player down towards the side of GG Reborn. So Slayer almost gets knocked down. Will Slayer get knocked down? Slayer is actually 10 HP at the moment from an AW shot by Ilahi. We can see that Venom also closing in, trying to go inside the zone. Slayer will get knocked down to the zone. So it's a proper 2v2 happening between and however, it's a 1v2 situation that Mono has to handle. So Mono gets shot fires from Venom. Venom gets knocked down by the shot fires, but however, Ilahi confirms the kill, and by Ilahi's shot, GG Reborn is able to take this round's win. So we are on to the other round. So this is the apartment. So it's gonna be a long fight, I guess, because most of the teams like to actually hold the apartments until the end zone, until the zone starts strings, or will we see another strategy? Will the teams push? So we can already see that the GGBB player is pushing. You can see that Mono pushing, another player coming, and Mono gets knocked down by the shot of Lizzie. So Lizzie confirms the kills of Mono, and some of the players of GG with Shield, who was actually coming very aggressively, and we can see that Jonathan was in the main building on top, and actually Jonathan has a proper view regarding his teammates, who will get Slayer knocked in the process. So there was a nade coming towards that side. Slayer is almost knocked actually. So but let's see, will Slayer be able to get the proper healing that he needs? So I do think that he got it. So nevertheless, we can see that Eli getting burned down from a molly. Eli actually gets a bit of damage from that molly. You can see it. Jonathan is trying to create an angle for himself to get the knockdown of Lizzie as well. So it's a proper 3v3 fight. Sorry, it's a 3v4 fight actually. One player, or I think it was Mono who got knocked down at first as the first blow. So just like that, there's 50 seconds for the zone to start shrinking, and let's see what kind of a gameplay will the players give to us, who will actually carry the win of this round. It's a equalize actually. It's 1-1 win towards both of the sides. So both of the side has one win each. So Let's see who's gonna create that lead towards his or her opponent's side. You can see that Tommy Tootie proning here and holding the compound, and Eli is cooking a grenade. Eli is trying to put the grenade and get the knockdown, and Eli is returning from that position because I think Eli realized that if he just stays there for a bit of a while, there's so much of chance that he's gonna get grenaded or something. We can see the Slayer putting up a rotation, and I think Jonathan has been knocked down in the process. So due to this, Jonathan gets revived by the hands of Slayer. It's only good who's alone in this building. We can see that Lizzie getting some shot fires from the sides of the GGBB, the Shield players, but Lizzie getting knocked down. Tommy Doty just spawning here and trying to go inside of the smoke. I think he's actually inside of the zone, so the zone advantage is here towards his side. So some of the mollies are coming from the side of Eli, but Eli also getting burned out from a molly. But however, will Eli realize that there was a player who was in the other building as well? But however, the players of GG Reborn is doing the job. So will Eli be able to get the knockdown? And just like the GG Reborn just secures the win of this round as well. GG Tommy Doty. So he was actually snaking in, but he got the advantage towards his side. So that's the reality of having patience. So well play GG Tommy Doty. So the GG Reborn players have a lead of 1 here. So it's the Pochinki match, and we can see already the Reborn players climbing up the houses and splitting up. There's no much of drama or something happening because it's Pochinki actually. So it's a pretty big area for teams to fight. So most of them won't have a liking to actually take a fight, an early fight, or to get the first blow, or to be the first blow, to be the victim. So nevertheless, we can see players crawling and snaking on top of ropes, crawling on top of ropes, and that's the reality of having a fight in Pochinki. It's just roof climbers there. So you can see that GT players having a decent position, and also same as them, the GG Reborn players are also having some decent. However, the process GG Code gets knocked down, so that's the first blow. Will the players of GG Reborn come for the push? So if they do, so it's going to be a bit much of a pressure towards that of GGBB sheet players, because they are actually one down from their manpower, and Mono is trying to put some mollies and get the knockdown of the player of GG Reborn. I think it's Lizzie who's very close towards the side of GG Mono, and Lizzie just jumps out, but will Lizzie get confirmed as an elimination? So Lizzie realizes that Mono was there, and with a beautiful arm shot, Lizzie confirms the knockdown of Mono. So the GG PB players are putting grenades towards the side of Lizzie, but however, Lizzie was trying to dodge it, but that pre-nade from Lizzie get the knockdown of a player of GG. I think it was Slayer or Jonathan. I think it was Jonathan, but the revival of Jonathan is coming in from that side. So nevertheless, the players of GG Reward need to move fast. So before the revive happens, because if the revive happens, the revive happened properly. But however, the GG players are getting grenaded, and Tommy Tootie is trying to dodge the grenade. Tommy Tootie is coming for the push here. Tommy Tootie gets naded, and he was 1 HP from the nade, and just like that, he gets knocked down. Slayer cooking a grenade there, and will Slayer be able to take a 1v2 here? Sorry, I think it was one. It is actually one player standing to the side of GG, and Slayer is trying to put a grenade, but the effort was unsuccessful. But Jonathan just gets the confirmation of Ilahi. Just like that, they are able to equally tie the number of wins by winning the last round. So we are on to the Yashna map now. So it's already trying to sweat here because it's either them winning, GG Shield winning, or it's either GG Reborn winning. So when we are, if we compare actually the first qualifiers and the elimination round, players are actually maintaining their consistency here because they have won 2-2 equally. So that's, we can actually say that that's the result of their effort trying to actually make something for themselves. But however, in the process, Tommy Doody gets eliminated from this round, and Jonathan is going for the push here. I think the player is knocked down, so Slayer has a confirmed kill here. I think another kill is getting confirmed from the side, but however, Jonathan gets knocked down in the process, and Mono is looting here, and Goat is also has crossed the road, and Goat is a pretty much of a distant position than of his teammates. But however, there's a nade coming from the side of Eli. So will the nade connect? I do think the nade got connected for Jonathan and did much of good damage towards the side of Slayer as well. Slayer is trying to heal up and revive his teammates as well. We can see that Good coming for the push and knocking down the players. So it's Eli. Eli is coming for the push here. Eli gets the knockdown of one player. Eli gets the knockdown of another player. So it's a 1v2 successfully taken. So Eli is trying to back down and change his position. Mono gets knocked down, and Eli is trying to confirm the kill. Slayer just like that takes a beautiful 1v1 and eliminates Eli out of this round. And just like that, BB the Shield consecutively confirms the rounds win, and just like that, we are up going towards the Georgia pool map here. There's no much of fights happening, but however, most of the players are, some of the players are actually very distant. They have split up, and one player has flanked towards the side of the right of the players of Reborn. We can see that Jonathan has flanked and is actually in the warehouse. He has some ADS tries, and Eli is trying to go grenade towards his side. So, but however, they aren't able to take the knockdown of Jonathan. So Jonathan backs down towards the other side of the warehouse, and they are actually smoking down. They are trying to take the 1v1 of Jonathan, but however, in the process, we can see that it is Lacey who's knocked down in the process, and we can see the players of GG Reborn try to back up the players of GGB with the shield coming for the push here. Code is coming for the push. Code gets knocked down. Another player gets knocked down. It was Slay who got knocked down by the shot. Eli comes in a beautiful 1v2 situation here, just like that. And again, we can see that Eli is the last man standing towards the side of GG Reborn, but Eli gets confirmed by a beautiful jumping shot from Mono. It was Mona, and I just pronounced Mono. Sorry, Mona, if you got offended from that, but however, Mono is a good name for you, so I recommend it. But nevertheless, let's go on to the match. But you can see that Mona is on form at the moment, so Mona is just firing at the enemies, trying to scare them off. So, but I don't think these GG Reborn players are scared of the GBBC players, because they are giving the comparison. We are seeing some sweaty fights because it's either them winning or them losing. So nevertheless, we can see that Tommy Doody giving some shot fires towards the side of Slayer, but Slayer is trying to give a reaction shot fire. So they are both are trying to change their position and hold some combos. So who will be the final? Sorry, the first blow of this round. So if the first blow comes, it's an instant push. in my concern. So nevertheless, we can see that Goat is coming towards the bush here. Goat realized that there is a player nearby. Lizzie is trying to heal up, and we can see that Lizzie realized that Mona is there, and Mona gets knocked down by the M762 shots of Lizzie. So Lizzie gets back shots by the side of Goat, and Goat gets the confirmation, and there's only 3 players standing towards the side of GG4, GG Reborn. So Jonathan getting shot fires. Jonathan is actually low on HP. Slayer is cooking a grenade, and the grenade is coming towards the side of the players of GG Reborn. It's Eli. So Slayer is coming for the push here. Slayer gets knocked down by Tommy Doody, was holding the position, and Venom gets knocked down by Jonathan. So Venom gets confirmed as a kill. Slayer gets confirmed as a kill as well, and also. God is coming for the push here. Will Tommy Doody give a proper ADS cover fire here? And just like that, the players of GG Reborn gets confirmed as elimination. So the GG EB the Shield players, the squad is dominating at the moment. They just need only 2 more wins to totally win this one out. So what will the GG Reborn squad do? They need to make a proper comeback to actually stay on this tournament, on this GG Wow Premier League tournament. So will they do that? So let's see, ladies and gentlemen. So it's on their effort. It's based on their effort. It's based on their decisions that they make. So we can see that Mona is here holding a position until he sees that a player actually tries to rotate and go on from the open area there, because I can actually remember that Mona doing the same. So Mona knows that Mona is using his fullest game sense to actually win this match. We can see that Tommy Doody already disconnected, so it's 3 players here. So let's see what's gonna happen. We can see that a player from GG Reborn gets knocked down. It's Lizzie who gets confirmed as a kill from the hands of Jonathan. Jonathan is coming for the push towards the side of the buildings. So he's trying to cross out and go for the buildings. So players are getting knocked down. Mona was able to get knocked down, but however Mona gets confirmed as a kill. We can see that Tommy Doody gets knocked down as the elimination. Eli is coming for the push, and just like that, the players of GGP with the shield secure another win to their name. So it's 6 wins to their name at the moment, and we are already down to a lot of rounds here. So let's see. There's going to be some shot fires coming from the side of both teams. We can see that Eli gives some shot fires towards the side of Jonathan, and there's Mona giving some cover fires as well. So let's see who's going to be the first blow of this match. Slayer holding his nose, holding his position, and trying to get a knockdown. Slayer is spraying at them. So a beautiful headshot was connected towards the side of Mona by Eli, but Eli isn't able to get the knockdown. So let's see. Slayer gets knocked down by the beautiful 3x spray of Tommy Doody. So they are coming for the push here. But Goat is 1 HP, but Goat gets knocked down by the shots of. And oh my god, this 3 players knocked down by the players of BB, but Mona is really not having it here, because now Mona is also 20, I think, HP left for him, and I think Mona is able to take the revive of Goat until the players come here, but the player is burning, and the confirmation of the kill happens. So it's all up to Mona to secure the day for GGP with the shield. So they all just need 1 win. They just need 1 win. But however, will it be the comeback game of the Reborn players? Just leave a comment and say, will it be the comeback game? So it's only Mona left. So he has to actually take a 1v4 here. The GG Reborn players are still waiting. So I don't think they have a clear idea about there's only 1 player standing. So let's see. Mona is cooking a grenade. So the players of GG Reborn is coming for the push. Are they actually? They are actually holding the ground level positions. So and Mona is trying to get some knockdowns as well. So Mona isn't able to get the knockdowns of the from the utilities, and we can see that the players of GG Reborn also using their utilities for the fullest. They are changing positions. They are not letting Mona get the advantage of the utilities, and you see that Venom also putting some grenades towards the side of his opponent, and Ilahi trying to put some health kits as well, trying to tease the enemy. You can see that Lizzie coming for the push, and Mona, who was actually holding the staircase, gets the confirmation of the kill. So it's a 1v3 left towards the side of Mona. So will the players get the chance to push? So if they come one by one, it's an easy fight for Mona, I think, from the way he handled the 1v1 with Lizzie. So nevertheless, if the players of GG Reborn come as a whole, I do think it's very hard for GG Mona to handle the situation. So Mona realized that there was a player. He was coming for the 1v1 here, but however, he wasn't able to take the 1v1. So just like that, the win goes to the side of GG Reborn. So will that be their game-changing match? Will that be their game-changing match? We don't know about that, so let's see what's gonna happen. So we can see that Mona getting some shot fires from the side of GG Lizzie. And we can see in that process, Venom gets knocked down, so it's already down to 3 players. There's Ilahi also getting shot down from shots from the side of Goat. Goat nearly is able to get the knockdown of Lily. Ilahi almost gets knocked down, and Slayer in the process is also knocked down from the GGBB shield side. So I do think Slayer is able to get revived too successfully. So there's a 1v1 happening between Lizzie, and just like that, God is able to take the 1v1 and confirm the kill. God needs to go and revive Slayer at the moment. So there was a grenade coming from Mona towards the side of Tommy, and Jonathan gets devious shots from Venom, and Venom is able to knock down Jonathan. And let's see, will Venom go on to the nade, or will Tommy go on to the nade? Tommy nearly goes on to the nade, and we can see that again Gigi Mona is trying to cook a grenade and put towards the side of the player. So there's 2 players already knocked down towards the side, and Venom gets knocked down from a beautiful grenade which came from the player of GGB with the shield, so they are able to take the revive of the players of their team. And nevertheless, we can see that Goat is coming for the push here. Tommy Turi gets the knockdown of Goat, so it's up to Tommy Turi to take the 1v2 and save their team. But however, with that beautiful grenade coming from the side of Mona, they are able to secure that win. So that round's win goes towards the side of GGB with the shield. So we saw some immense fights, but however, 7 wins goes to the side of GGBB, the shield. So we are going to see some other rounds as well. So this is the next round which is happening in Milta Power. We can see players are actually coming for the push here. This is coming for the push here. So there's utilities being used, grenades being used by both teams. There's one player getting knocked down of GGBB, the shield. So they are coming for the Lifty is coming for the push of Jonathan gets knocked down in the process, and will Mona get knocked down? Lisi completes a 1v2 successfully. So there's 3 players knocked. It's only up to Slayer to take this round home. So will Slayer do that? So Slayer is getting backfired. So just like that, the 11th round ends as well. So we are going towards the 12th round of this playoffs already. So it's the C building side of so we are on to the C building side of military base. So the push is coming in. So utilities are being used and thrown, nades are being thrown. Tommy Dodi is being the victim as the first blow. So we can see that GGB with the shield just pushing it. So You can see that Jonathan is trying to go for the push. This Jonathan realized there was a player beside him. He was actually on the other C building. So I do think that Jonathan realized that. But however, you see that this Venom is gonna get the knockdown. No, he isn't able to actually get the knockdown of Slayer, but Slayer is very low on HP. The player, just like that, just like that, the players of GG Reborn goes back to lobby, just like that, very fastly. I never expected to be that fast, but nevertheless, in a few seconds, the players got knocked. So, however, we are coming for the long round. So there are some drive-bys happening from each team. We can see some grenades going to the sides of their opponents. Some fan fights might occur as well. So there's Jonathan going for the pan kill. Let's see what's gonna happen. Will one get drived out? And just like that, when I said it, Jonathan gets drived out and crashed from the vehicle. And there's only two players standing towards the side of GGBB, the shield. It's Mona who's driving. So will Mona do something which will be a game changer? So Mona is trying to get the knockdown of the player who's on the vehicle, and a vehicle crash is coming towards their side. So what will happen? What do you think? Who will win this round actually? So there's a Molotov cocktail also coming towards that side, and Mona is really half on HP. Lizzie is getting burned out from the Molotov cocktail. Will Lizzie get knocked down? But Lizzie doesn't get knocked down quietly. So you can see that it's only one player standing towards the side of GGBB. The shield. It's only God. It's up to God. Will God go to a drive by? So you can see that Lizzie getting onto the vehicle, and what will Lizzie do? Is Lizzie able to take a good headshot towards the drive actually? So I don't know what will happen, but mostly I think that they are going to go outside of zone. Zoo, they are mostly going to go out of zone actually to complete this measure and get the elimination because there's not much of time left. And just like that, Lizzie gets knocked down and run over. It's up to Venom and Goat to do something here. I think they are coming for the pan fight here. So it's a 1v1. Already he's low on HP actually. When he's already low on HP, so what will Goat do? Goat is coming for the 1v1 and he is able to get another hit of Venom. Venom is going round and round on the vehicle. So I think God is actually pissed off, but however, he's able to take the 1v1 with the hit of the pan. So just like that, the playoffs comes to an end, and we can already see who the winners are. So GOAT with 15 eliminations becomes the MVP of the playoffs. So just like that, congratulations GGBB the Shield for securing your spot on the grand finale of this GG Wow Premier League. So let's see. I hope you're the best on the grand final. So GG well played, GG Reborn as well. So we saw some sweaty fights. There were competition happening within the two teams. So nevertheless, we are going for a sweaty grand final between GG2D officials and GGPB this year. So we are waiting for that action. So we are gonna get a quick break and we are coming to cast you with the grand final. So stay tuned.
Life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go. wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side, my love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
So, welcoming all ladies and gentlemen. So, y'all are here actually for the grand finale of the Wow Premier League done by GG Esports. So we are coming for the grand finale. So we can see that the grand finale, the contestants are GG2D officials and GGBB. We can already see that GG Chanduri throwing a grenade towards the side of the players of GGBB. So more of the players are actually split up, and we can see that Takaturi getting the first blow, and Takaturi is getting a player of GGBB, the shields knocked down, and we can see that Shan Turi is also coming for the push here. Will Shan get another knockdown? Shan gets another knockdown of Jonathan as well. So there's only few number of players left towards the side of GGBB shield. Takaturi gets another knockdown of Goat, and we can see that Taka gets knocked down and flushed as well. Shanturi is coming for the push here. Oscar is knocked down as well. And with a beautiful jump shot, Shanturi gets the knockdown and gets the confirmation. It's only up to Slayer. There's two people. Slayer has to get a 1v2 here. Slayer, just like that, goes back to lobby. So the first round goes to the favor of GG2D officials. So we are going for the second round with the M416 and AWN. It's the Rock side. We can see some reindeer, snow deers. So this reindeer, snow deer ride is happening. So some of the players will try to take a rotation and try to go to the mid center of the zone. That's a strategic plan. We saw it in the other matches. So you can see the Shan 2D is taking a rotation, and we can see that most of the team players are trying to give their best and trying to make something happen for their team, because this is the grand final, ladies and gentlemen. They never want to make a mistake when it comes to a grand final. So we can see that Daxody is also cooking a grenade, and Daxody is also getting some nades from the side of the players of GG. BB, who's in front of me, in front of the reach, who's in front of below the reach, which is in front of me. So nevertheless, we can see Daxturi is clearly using his all of his mind. Actually, he's trying to smoke it out, and we can see that Jonathan gets spotted, and with a beautiful spray by Daxturi, Jonathan gets knocked, and it's up to Slayer to take the revive of Jonathan. And we can see that Oscar is going for the confirmation and to battle it out with Slayer. So will Slayer be able to get the knockdown of Oscar with a beautiful spray? Slayer gets the knockdown of Oscar, so Oscar gets knocked down actually. So there's Mono is which is in front of the player, and Mono gets another knockdown of Goat as well, and Mono gets shots towards the side of Taka as well, and Taka is able to get the medikit as soon as possible. There's three players standing towards the side of GG. BB, and one player is knocked. I think it was good, and there's only two players standing towards the side of GG2D. Sorry, three players standing towards the side of GG2D. So what will they do? It's a proper 3v3 fight here. GG Mona is trying to put some grenades towards the side of the GG2D players. And will Mona be able to successfully be able to get knocked down off from the grenades which he is throwing into the building there? So Mona is changing his position. Mona is using his instincts to the fullest. Nevertheless, let's go on to the match and let's see who will win this round. So the players who wins this round will increase their momentum in going forward, and we can see that Taka 2D is trying to change his position as well. What out of nowhere, I think that Dax gets knocked down by GG Jonathan. So it's up to Taka and the other player. I think the other player which is standing towards that 2D will be Sean. So what will Shan do? Shan and Taka do. So Taka is the player who's holding this building. So I do think that just like that, Shan giving an ADA shot fire to his teammate. So Jonathan gets knocked down, and Shan is getting knocked down from the shot of Mono. So it's up to Taka. Will Taka be able to take the knockdown of Code? So Taka needs it badly. Taka is getting burned from the Molotov cocktail. Taka is pressured out because Mono is coming for the push here. Will Taka be able to get the medikit? Taka is able to get the medikit, but however, zone closes in. So just like that, the win goes to the side of GG BB the Shield on the second round. So it's already heating it up here. So it's an apartment fight in the round 3. We have 10 rounds to go. It's only 2 rounds down. This is the third round, and with that, including this, we have around 11 rounds less, including this. So nevertheless, Takaturi is putting a grenade. Oh my god, nearly both of them were gonna be victims of the grenade of Mona, but Mona is playing it safe here. So Mona is cooking a grenade. Will he be able to take the grenade? But one person of 2D is knocked. I think Taka is knocked, but Mona gets knocked down. So Slayer is pushing it here to the side of Shan. So will Slayer play? Slayer just gets knocked down by the DPS shots, but will the grenades connect? So it's up to the players of GG because Shan is just left. Shan has 2 eliminations to his name, but his teammate is knocked down. So they are cooking in a grenade. A grenade is being thrown towards the side of the GG players and GGBB players, and Shan Todi got some damage. So he tries to heal himself up. So what will Sean Tory do? So it's up to him to carry the game, and it's up to these two players to carry the game towards the GGPB. So they are both are cooking grenades. It's Sean Tory who's on the rooftop. Will he jump down and make a surprise attack, or will he hold his nerve and let the zone do the talking and the time do the talking? So let's see this GG Goat coming for the push here, and just like that eliminates GG Shan Duri. So the third round win goes to the side of GGBB to the GGBB, the Shield. So the fourth match has started. So this is the Pochinki map. As I said, we can see already the players are trying to climb up the roofs, but however, Shan Turi is coming for the push here. So it's not a push actually, they are trying to closing towards their opponent's side, and we are seeing some fights happening continuously from both of these teams. And will Mona get knocked down to that grenade? Oh, luckily Mona survives that grenade which came from the side of Shandudi. I think Mona is spotted. His portion is spotted, so it's most uh, advanced. It's a better decision for Mona to change his position, and that's the thing I think that Mona is doing. So nevertheless, the Slayer is jumping out of the tree house building like he's flying, and I thought Slayer would go on to row, but he fell off. But nevertheless, he's safely in the compound now, and we can see that Dax is proning on the roof here, and we can see that Goat has a proper cover and also an ADS fire towards his teammate side as well. We can see that GG Oscar crawling down and trying to get the first blow, the first knockdown towards his teammate side. So let's see, all of the players are playing it passively at the moment. We saw some active fights happening in the first three rounds, but in the fourth round, when it comes to the fourth round, it's poaching him, dude. So this unexpected thing can happen. You can get shot fires from any place. So because players have a lot of intense cover for them to actually play on and hold on to. So that's the reason that Pochinki is special, because you can see monkeys, you can see campers, you can see holders, and you can see better players who run in the open and get some decent kills. So we want to see that in this match because it's the grand finale, guys. So what is your opinion regarding who will win this grand finale of the GG Wow Premier League? So who will win it? Whom do you think? Whom has the better performance and who deserves it? Just leave it in the comment section. So if you all are entertained in this grand finale, I want you all to put a like and share this live to your friends or to your communities to actually make something for ourselves. And it's small support that you show to us, which we are forever grateful for. So we can see the players are proning here. Taka is snaking it here, sneaky. So nevertheless, Oscar gets knocked down in the process, so that's the open up towards the side of the BB players as well. But however, in the process, Monarch gets knocked down by the hands of Sean Doody, so it's a proper 3v3 fight here. But however, Dax is very low on HP. Dax is able to take the health kit as well. Sean Doody is going for the push here. Sean Doody gets trapped between two sides, but however, Dax Story also gets knocked down. It's up to Taka to handle the fight. It's a proper 1v2 here. Taka is coming for the push or what? Taka is holding the position. Taka is cooking a grenade as well. So will Taka be able to do that? But however, Taka gets eliminated. And just like that, the win for that round goes to GGPP, the Shield as well. So they have a 2-win lead on this grand finale. So they are doing it, ladies and gentlemen. So will it be GGPP, the Shield, or will it be GG2D official who will win this? But however, Sean Turi gets knocked down, but in the process of trying to knock down another player, Monarch gets knocked down as well. So I don't think that both of them are able to revive, and will Taka be able to take the knockdown, the revive safely as well? So a grenade is coming into their side. So will the grenade connect successfully? But however, Mona is taking the revive, and we can see that Taka is back and Sean is backing off to the small shack here. But however, Taka nearly gets knocked down from that beautiful grenade coming from Jonathan. So Dax Story holding his nerve in the top position in this three-story building. You can see that Oscar has got a bit of a rotation as he's doing in every match. So Oscar land a beautiful number of knockdowns and create an opening for his team to push down and make this round theirs. So let's see until that happens. We can see that GGB with the Slayer, there's two players getting knocked down from that side. There's just like that, Oscar gets the knockdown of those players. We can see that it wasn't Oscar actually, it was another player from 2D, because Oscar got knocked down in the process, and we can see the Slayer is coming for the push here. The Slayer will actually confirm the kill and take his teammates revival as well. So however, until the BB plays. So we can see that Jonathan was waiting for that opening, and Jonathan just gets the knockdown. So Jonathan needs to do something, and just like that, he creates the room for his teammates. It's up to Taka again. Taka, just do it this time, dude. You can do it. So Taka is trying to hold his position. So it's a proper 1v4 situations here towards the side of Taka. What will Taka do? Taka has an X12K on his hand. On an X12K, actually, he has a Bison on his hand, so Taka can do it. But a beautiful grenade comes to the side of Taka, and just like that, another victory goes towards the side of GGBB, the Shield. So that's the end of that round. So we are going for the Georgia Pool container side map area here. So it's gonna be a tough fight because there's so much of cover but not much of a high ground because you can get easily spotted. So that's like that when I said it, Taka gets spotted by the players, Taka gets knocked down. So the players of GGBB, the shield, is coming for the push here. Sean Turi is holding their nerve, and Sean Turi spots the player and he gets the knockdown. Sean Turi with a beautiful aim for 16 today. So the players Dax Turi is trying to help him out and spots the legs and beautifully gets the knockdown. And with just like that, Sean Turi with a beautiful reflection gets another knockdown as well. It's GG Oscar who's left here. So it's up to GG Oscar to save the day, I think. But so it's not Oscar, I think it's Jonathan. Sorry, I misunderstood the situation. But nevertheless, we can see that Jonathan is the last player standing towards the side of GGP with the shade. So it's already up to him to do a 1v4 situation here to keep the match going. So let's see, Jonathan is holding his position here. So let's see what kind of a gameplay he will give us. So Sean Turi already cooking a grenade and he's throwing the grenade towards the side of Jonathan. So we can see that Dax is coming and Dax he saw Dax, Jonathan saw Dax, and Jonathan gets the confirmation. And a Molotov cocktail is coming from that side, and almost he gets another knockdown. Will we be able to get the knockdown of Sean? So he's coming for the bush here, but Sean beautifully gets rid of Jonathan and eliminates him. So just like that, the comeback side of the comeback foundation was created towards the side of GG2D officials. So what kind of a comeback will they give? So we are up. We have finished actually 6th round here. So we are going for the 7th round, and it's the Novo container side area map. So let's see in that map what will happen. So we can see that Slayer who's trying to go while jumping on the containers. It's not a proper and safe thing to do, but what will Slayer do? So if Slayer spots a player, I think that's pretty much of an advantage for his team to actually get some knockdowns to their names. So what will they do? You can see that Slayer is actually going on barefoot. He's trying to close in, and we can see that Taka spots player with it's not Slayer actually, it was Jonathan. So Taka spots Jonathan, and Taka is trying to get the knockdown of Jonathan by putting some grenades, but however Slayer in the process gets knocked down. So it's a disadvantage. Taka is coming for the push of Jonathan, but Taka gets shots from the left side here. So Oscar getting some shots towards the side of GG. Jonathan will Jonathan able to get the 1v1 against Oscar, and just like that, Jonathan is able to get the 1v1 against Oscar here. So he's trying to tease Oscar at the moment, and is able to take the revive of his teammate as well. So this Sean Turi Slayer is knocked out. Goat is left here. Goat should take the 1v1 properly here in order for them to take to carry the fight here. So Dax is very low on HP. So if a grenade comes properly from that side, Dax is knocked down. So a grenade is coming from the side of Mona. So if the grenade connects, I do think that Sean 2D is retrieving and trying to change the position and get the 1v1 here. So he's trying to come for the 1v2, but however the mission does not go in his way, and just like that, another victory goes towards the side of GGBB, the shield. So we are on to the other round in this grand finale, guys. So it's the George Bull mini city side. We can see players are crossing. So just like Mono realized that players were gonna cross this Sean 2D, they're still waiting. Dax got some shot fires too. They are to his side, so we can see the GG players also closing in here. So who will take the win of this round? So it's already 8 rounds done, I think. So it's sorry, the eighth round is going. So there's only a few more, so we are gonna enjoy those rounds as well because it's thrilling actually for me. We can see that the player of GGPP gets knocked down. It's the first blow here, so I do think it's an opening towards the side of GG. They should make something for themselves with this opening, because if they don't do anything, I just mentioned that name, but just like that, Sean Doody gets knocked down and eliminated from this round. So it's three players standing to the side of 2D. We can see that Taka is holding this position. I don't think no one be able to spot Taka at the moment. I think Taka is able to get a knockdown if Jonathan crosses here. So what will Taka do? So Taka is waiting patiently until Jonathan comes in. So let's see. But Taka was spotted from GG Mono, and just like that, Mono gets the knockdown of Taka, and we can see that the players are pushing in towards the side of Dax. The last player I think was left towards the side of 2D. So Dax is getting heavily damaged, and for this unit, I do think it's the end of Trax as well. So Trax is able to take the first knockdown. The H2K Drax just gets the knockdown of two players. So that's a proper 1v3 there. So Drax is the only player. It's a proper 1v2 situation which he handled there. So wow, Drax. So it's a 1v1 here. It's a 1v1 here. So he's able to take the revive. God is able to take the revive here. So we can see that Oscar is coming for the push here. So it's already getting sweater and sweater. You can see that it's up to Oscar to do the talking. Oscar is cooking a grenade and putting it in. So Oscar realized that. But however, with the beautiful pre-fire when coming out of the door, God gets Oscar eliminated. So just like that, another victory goes towards the side of GGPB, the shield. So we can see that the players are trying to get the rotation. So will players get knocked down, and Oscar is trying to use his IQ on this end. You can see that Tax Studio already knocked down. We can see that Mono is on the open area and gets knocked down. So Mono goes back to lobby. So and Slayer is knocked down. It's only two players standing. So GG2D needs to push here and get the win of this round for them to actually survive, because already they have six. Already the BB, the Shield squad has six total wins to their side. There's only two players standing. They are already in the main building of prison, and I do think that God has a proper view regarding the players. But however, it's a manpower disadvantage towards that of GGB with the shield. So they need to do something. So if the players of GG2D cross it here, it's gonna be a problem for them. So because God is waiting, just like my God. So God is healing himself up, and Jonathan is also healing himself up to actually get prepared towards the 2v4 fight. What will they do? Will they pull out a miracle, or will 2D confirm their victory on this round? The 2D players are hesitating to push. I do think they are trying to wait for proper information. So let's see what's gonna happen. The GG 2D players, will Oscar get naded from the nade of Code? But however, luckily, Oscar was naded or knocked down in the process. We can see the players still holding their nerve, still holding their position. Let's see who will do the talking here. He's just observing. The court is just observing and taking information every minute, and I think he's reporting to his teammates those information. So that's something he's doing very patiently, I think. And the zone is actually closing in, so most of the players need to go into the zone. And I do think that if they can have a plan like GOAT providing knockdowns and using the higher power advantage to his name, and meanwhile Jonathan trying to secure a proper spot inside of the zone. that's a plan I think they should go. But however, we don't know what kind of plan they have. So they have already, the GG2 players all have already smoked, and Jonathan was waiting for that. So Jonathan comes in, and Jonathan goes onto the tower. So will Jonathan be able to get a knockdown? Jonathan spots Taka. Jonathan gets the knockdown of Taka. Jonathan is getting burned from the Molotov cocktail, which came from the hands of Sean, and Sean is coming for the push of Jonathan. Will Sean be able to? And just like that, they confirm the 2v4 with patience. And just like I said, they did the same thing, but in a very more moderate and a very entertaining way. So it's well done. So it was Goat and Jonathan. That was a deadly duo situation right there. So Jonathan gets knocked down in the process. So GG2D official is coming for the push here. So Sean 2D is coming for the push with the DBS on his hand. He's pushing the player who's on the scout towers. It's good. So will Goat win the 1v1 or will it be Sean 2D? So Goat is waiting until Sean 2D comes out. Already one player from GGPT official is knocked down here. So Goat is getting shot fires from Taka, and Goats get knocked down as well. So Mona. So again, players are pushing in towards the side of GG2D official and BB the Shield. Another player of GG2D official is able to take a knockdown of the BB players, and it's only Mona left. So, and just like that, Sean comes and finishes it off, and just like that, that round comes to an end. So already we can see that GGBB the Shield has 7 wins to their name. Meanwhile, the the GG2D officials have 3 wins to their name. So we can see that Taka 2D is cooking a grenade, and most of the players are trying to use their utilities to the fullest. We can see that Dax 2D just got knocked down, and he's still knocked down. I didn't get confirmed, but nevertheless, the BB players are coming for the push here towards Taka. I think Jonathan is coming for the push towards the side of Taka. I think Jonathan realized that the player was behind and in outside, and I think Slayer has realized that too. But how, nevertheless, we can see that Jonathan is scrolling. But however, Sean Turi again gets knocked down. But 2 players of BB the Shield is also knocked down, and there's Oscar and Taka who's gonna do the job to 2D, and Taka is cooking a grenade, and he's putting a grenade, and he's cooking a grenade again towards the side of Slayer. But however, he gets shot fires from a Goat who was up at the top. So it's only Oscar and Sean here. So there's a nade coming towards that side. So I'm so surprised how did that nade didn't connect. But nevertheless, there's a grenade coming towards the side of the players who are getting revived as well. So they are coming for the push here. But however, Oscar is still waiting towards. But however, the way I see it, just like that, they get eliminated. GGBB the Shield doing it for themselves. I saw 2 players, but just like that, Goat eliminates both of them. So GG well played, Goat. And now we are coming towards the military base C building area. So let's see the fight here. So they are coming towards the middle apartment, and Jonathan BP is cooking a grenade, and the grenade is thrown, and they are using their utilities to the fullest, especially these competitive players. And we can see that GGBB the Shield confirming 1 kill, Goat confirming 1 kill, and Takaturi throwing a grenade is outside, and we can see that Oscar Turi is trying to give an ADS cover fire as well. Takaturi gets knocked, but however, Monarch gets knocked again, and Oscar Turi is left out here. So we can see that there's only 2 players standing to the side of GGBB. It's Code and Slayer. Dax Turi is coming for the push here. Slayer is jumping down, but just like that, that jump was a failure to my knowledge. So there's Code and Dax who's going to take a 1v1, or it's going to be Oscar versus Goat. So Goat has to do a proper 1v2 in order to win and carry the victory of this round as well. So we can see that Taka Turi in the process gets healed down, and Oscar Turi gets knocked down and confirmed, and it's Taka Turi and Dax here. Will Taka come for the push here? So Goat is coming for the push of Taka, and will Taka be able to take a proper 1v1 here with Goat? So Goat is going to go down and take the 1v1 with Taka. So he's pressure up in Taka, and Taka gets knocked down from the hands of Goat. So let's see, Goat is changing his position, using the trigger discipline to the fullest, and completes a proper 1v4 to end it all out. And just like that, we are seeing the 12th round, and they already have a 9th win too. So that's a 6 gap lead regarding the wins. So there's runaways happening, there's runovers happening, there's people cooking grenades. Will they get run over? Let's see. They are using monster truck, they are using coops, they are using vehicles, they are using supercars. They are, I think one hasn't used the bicycle yet. Nevertheless, there's people running, there's molotovs which are actually on open areas as well. Let's see. There's only one two players to the side of GGBB, the official. So 2D official having the advantage, but gets a player knocked down. So it's a proper 2v2 regarding the teams. And let's see what they are gonna do. It's a fight happening there as well. The GG2D official players is trying to get the revive as well, but however the revive isn't successful as he thought it would be. So will it be a proper 1v1 pan fight in the end, just like we saw in the other matches? So it's gonna be, but one player took out the monster truck as well, so it's pretty hard for the players, especially the 2D players. And just like that, when I said it, Oscar gets run over. So let's say Sean Todi with the supercar. Will Sean be able to do something? Sean gets bucked out because the cars were crashing in the moment, and nevertheless he's able to escape from that area. And Sean Turi is coming for the push here of Goat. Will Sean Turi do something for himself? And just like that, gets run over by the monster truck. And just like that, guys, the grand finale of this ends here. So just like that, the victory and the championship of the GT Wow Premier League goes to GGBB the Shield. So well done, guys. Well played. You kept your momentum through ups and downs. So well played, guys. GG Slayer, GG Mona, GG Jonathan, and GG Goat. So Goat carrying team with 18 eliminations. So just amazing, dude. Keep up your form to the fullest. So just like that, for the runners up, we have GG2D officials. So they gave their best, so we cannot undermine them. So GG will pay the GG2D. So with that, we are on the last part of this event of the GG Wow Premier League. So I want you to actually thank you for the production from Nero Aya from Click Studio, and also for the management done by Slayer, and for GE Esports for providing the opportunity for its inter-clan players to actually participate in this tournament. So nevertheless, and also I need to thank the teams who participated in this tournament as well. They are the ones who gave best entertainment to us, and also the audience who was actually willing enough to stay here, put a like, and to comment, and to watch our Wow Premier League. So thank you all, and I wish you all a very good night. So I'm Kanza, and I'm signing out. Thank you. Have a very nice day tomorrow. Good night.